Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of You Can't Catch Crazy with Izzy and
Millie.
Today we're going to be covering the topic of self-soothe. I'm quite excited for this one actually because I feel like self-soothing is one of my favourite DBT skills.
Yeah, same. Like, it's not that it's like easy, but it's
calm. It's not calm.
It's easy to get into. It's easy to. It may not be easy to start, but it's easy to carry on once you have.
Yeah, and it's not so taxing on the brain. That's it's like stop or DMN, where you have to actually think
like every different word, every different letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a relax, like calm down, relax kind of thing. It's quite nice.
Yeah, no, and it makes me feel more fuzzy. Fuzzy.
I mean, but yeah, it does. It's like it's almost a comfort blanket.
Yeah.
What is self-soothe? So self-soothe is a dialectical behavioural therapy skill. So DBT. It's primarily used when you're in crisis and you're in a high emotional state and you need to bring yourself down, calm down, and back into wise mind so you can proceed with maybe another skill or whatever you were doing beforehand. However, you do not have to be in a crisis to be using self-soothe. Whatever intense emotion you're feeling, bringing yourself down, calming down a little bit could always be helpful.
Yeah.
If it's that intense.
Yeah.
So you don't need to be in a crisis exactly to use self-soothe. If your emotions are intense enough, then.
And yeah, basically what you just said was similar to that, is anyone can use self-soothe. You don't even have to even struggle with your mental health. So what does self-soothing look like? Self-soothing looks different for every individual, and there's no right or wrong way to self-soothe.
The eventual aim will always
However, the eventual aim of self-soothing, it will always be the same, which is to
reduce the intensity of the emotions you're feeling.
Yeah. So self-soothing can be anything from going for a walk in nature to decreasing sensory input, for example, dimming the lights in the room that you're in, or listening to comforting music. That's a big one for me. I have my comfort playlist. So leading on to that, where the list goes on, but leading on to that, to give you an idea of some of the things that we find helpful, we're just going to talk a bit about what we do to self-soothe.
Yeah, and we also have a couple of
We bought things along with us.
It's what I made.
Here's what I made. First of all, obviously, we've got Flops and we've got Bunny. Anyway, so obviously we've got Bunny and Flops, who, for me, I don't know about you, but Flops no longer really has a nice texture. So the touch side of things isn't really...
Yeah, Bunny is very... It's not that it's not a nice and comforting texture, it's that it's a different one.
Yeah.
And I think if it was like on clothes, this texture, I would hate it because it's such a special...
Yeah. But I use Flops now.
I put essential oils on Bunny.
I feel like Flops just smells like that.
Yeah.
And then visual, it's just cute.
And I know that like memory isn't one of the self-soothe skills, however, thinking back to times when it can always be sight because you're looking at it in your mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that's Teddy's.
Have you?
Now, what else do we have?
I have bought my headphones, and these are actually not my Fenders, but they're another service users on this wall. There's a fire alarm went off earlier.
Yeah.
And that was horrible.
Yeah.
It It's piercing.
It's like
Anyway, so they gave me these, which was really nice of them because I was there like, because these aren't noise cancelling.
shut the front door. Wait, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Shut the front door. That's it. Okay, let's go.
Can you hear me?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
A little bit, yeah.
No, I can't do. Okay. So this is.
They're good actually.
They are.
Oh. I have in my room, we made in OT, we made these sensory toolkits. So we did a few things in groups to sort of give us sensory items that we could use. So my box is very full now, but this is my sensory toolkit. Now, I'm going to pull things out and I'm going to tell you like what I use them for. So this is my favourite, I love tangles. Touch, and I've got a lot of,
Where's the textured one?
yeah, so good. I love it. I'm going to get some
Oh, where's the textured one from?
fidgets.
I can't believe I haven't done funky fidgets already yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Do you want me to hold one and take it out?
Yeah. So I've got like
It's not.
lots of different squishy ones for touch. I think
Not essential oils. I can't
not in
remember.
our glass, yeah, not in here. I have this. My sister crocheted it for me. It's like a bouquet of flowers that also is a coaster. I don't know. It's not really any of the five senses, but it brings me joy.
Yeah.
So it's in there.
Comfort.
Okay. And taste. I have
Hot chocolate. Piece of candy.
piece of candy. It's gonna be hot chocolates in my sensory box. And this is like Izzy's favourite toy. I think, where's my one? Oh, you've got it. Triangle's definitely mine.
Yeah. I this is my little bag, right? I have a small suitcase, like a really small suitcase. Like we're not talking like
hand luggage.
yeah, full of sensory items. At my parents, I live very limited whilst I'm here, and it's kind of sad. Look, this is my favourite apparently.
It's a
Heavy
big one
one.
too, but I love that one.
It's so satisfying. Sorry if that's annoying. And I've got about like 20 of these in my room, but I thought maybe just bring two because. And then these. Have you seen it?
I have the turtle in there.
I do too. These like pain stems.
Is it?
They're good. They're not only good for grounding, but they're good for urges to hurt yourself because you get this sort of like they can't actually pierce your skin. Like it's not possible. But yeah, so these I find really helpful.
Yeah, I find my turtle really helpful.
And then okay, right, this one's strange because this one is basically in my previous ward there was a healthcare assistant who had a 3D printer.
Mm-hmm.
You made this on a 3D printer.
Sick.
Yeah.
Is it like a? That's not like it.
You know, it took me a while to figure out what she does like this and stuff.
It's really cool.
It isn't it? And then these.
I've got some of these. I didn't even do.
These. They're like
Mooring stones,
little.
but they're also chewable. I chew them anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So basically,
What we're trying to get out here.
it's anything that brings you visual,
Auditory.
sensory touch. What did you say? Touch.
Touch.
Smells. Like I said, I put essential oil on Bunny. I don't have any because I made of glass, but Yeah, it's anything that falls into those categories that's going to make you feel calmer.
Yeah. Sometimes people actually no, not sometimes, I feel like quite a lot of the time people self-soothe to regulate their emotions and stay calm without even realizing that they're self-soothing.
Yeah. There's definitely things you go through in your life that have helped you calm down, and your brain just remembers them because they can be quite useful.
Yeah.
And you can be doing stuff without even realizing.
Okay, so we're gonna
try being the operative one.
Yes. Explain a little about the science behind self-soothing. So sometimes our bodies get stuck in fight or flight mode, which is usually when we sense that we are in danger. This can result, being in fight or flight mode can result in faster heart rate, body temperature going up, shallow breathing, racing thoughts,
etc.
etc.
There's
Yeah.
a lot.
And this is where the parasympathetic nervous system comes into play.
So the parasympathetic nervous system helps people to feel safe and calm enough to rest. It sends signals through the nerves around your body, calming, like your heart, your lungs, your stomach, and it calms them down. So if you've got a high heart rate, it's going to bring it down. If you're struggling to breathe, it's going to help you regulate it. For example, and it helps reduce the amount of adrenaline in your body. Adrenaline and cortisol, isn't it?
Yeah.
The amount of adrenaline and cortisol in your body, which will lead to a calmer state overall.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're not biologists.
No. And we did research, so we hope we got it right. If we didn't, please let us know.
Please let us know. I think to sum up, the self-soothe skill is generally used to reduce harmful sensory input and increase
positive
sensory input. Sorry, I don't know why that was such a mouthful. Anyway.
So, yeah, hopefully, if we missed something, let us know. If you think maybe there's more we can add about a single subject, let us know. But hopefully, you understand it a bit more. And we did try and teach you a DBT skill here, so use it.
Try.
It's good.
And remember, there is no shame in self-soothing. Whether you're a child, an adult, if you're in public, if you're in your room, if you're in hospital, if you're at work, there is literally no shame in self-soothing. You're simply doing what helps you feel safe, helps your mind and body feel safe, and that is more than okay.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching.
How do you say that?
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir, guys.
Au revoir.